Hello, friends. I'm Safi, and this is the Electronics. There's still some time before the fifth generation of mobile network comes into being in the country. However, there is excitement and a lot of buzz of what it is going to be like once we have the network. Dozens of devices, a lot of activity to put you more in control of the world around you. To start with, it is the 5G mobile phones that are expected to storm the stores this year. A report by Counterpoint, a global industry analysis firm, suggests that 5G smartphone shipment to India will reach 38 million in 2021. That is this year itself. Also, 5G smartphones will make up around 21% of the overall market this year. To know more about these findings, I'm joined by Tarun Pathak, Associate Director, Counterpoint. Tarun, welcome to the electronics interview.
Thank you. Thank you, Safi. Yeah, pleasure to be here.
Tell us what is this report and what are the findings?
Yeah, so what we did is we try to estimate the overall devices ecosystem and put a number to that, like different regions, what is the percentage penetration of 5G devices by key regions, obviously US, China, Japan, Korea, Europe, and India. These are the major regions where 5G, obviously the developed one, we have they have leapfrogged in terms of 5G adoption. But India, there was a lot of interest, like are we like late in 5G adoption? Is the 5G devices ecosystem ready or not? So what we thought is look at put certain assumptions on top of it. So and we checked the data way behind in 2013 2014 when 4G was a new technology. So what we found that interesting is, if you look at from 5G perspective, the overall device ecosystem is quite mature, right, as compared to the previous 4G generation. um, and if you look at from the consumer point of view, we did a survey where we found that 5G is already among the top five desired features for consumers, even though there is no network, even though they do not have any visibility on the adoption. But this is something which is exciting for them because it's a tech transition, right? And we have seen in the past every wave of new tech transition brings in a lot of opportunities and the new use cases, and hence the build up. So that's why we are assuming almost like 38 million, which is like you mentioned, 21% of the total smartphone sales in 2021 will be 5G devices, and hence our number. And if you compare it with like 2014 and 2015, when 4G was in its year one and year two, 4G handsets were almost like 1.7 million in 2014, whereas in 2020 we already sold like 4 million of 5G devices. And in 2015, 4G devices contributed to almost like, if you look at 32 million in 2015, um, and this year in 2021, which will be the second year of 5G, we are estimating at 38 million. So better ramp up than 4G devices when a new tech has started. So that's a couple of our assumptions in coming out with this number.
How will the new 5G smartphones differ from the current set of phones which are available? Let's talk in terms of 4G versus 5G and also existing 5G and the new 5G sets which are going to come.
Correct. So what will happen? The first thing is, if you look at the certain features, right, powerful features in a device from the hardware perspective, those will diffuse faster towards mid-tier in 5G era because your chipsets are getting stronger, powerful, and you'll have a lot of different features like and innovative features like, let's say, under the display fingerprint, or you side mounted, or even powerful gaming. And they are going to have more storage. You have like artificial intelligence baked into these powerful chipsets, which can do a tons of like heavy workload. So your device is going to be very very powerful, which will open up a lot of use cases or the apps that can leverage this tech transition. And your devices will be powerful enough, basically. So it's all about like your hardware power and the new features diffusing to lower price tiers.
38 million smartphones, it is definitely a large number, a huge number we are talking about. Can you help us understand what has been the scenario last year? Of course, you have been mentioning, stating numbers, but what has been the scenario last year and why is this surge expected this year?
So if you look at last year, it was quite nascent. Like very few brands have the portfolio. I think you can count couple of brands like OnePlus, and then late in 2020, Apple came with first ever 5G device. You had couple of devices launched with Realme or Xiaomi for that aspect, but the cost of a 5G device was more or less like $800 on an average, or $670. So the price was higher, right? And it was mostly a premium side of devices. Those were launching on 5G. What it happened in second half of 2020, once the, if you look at certain countries were coming out of pandemic, especially into China, the supply chain over there, they transitioned to 5G very fast, because they wanted people to upgrade to the new devices, because the pandemic has just hit, and they want to bring something different in the market. So we have seen brands who have done really well. So for example, Xiaomi and Realme, they brought these 5G devices to almost like $250, $300, sub $300 price tier by end of 2020. So your price has come down significantly. That is the main barrier. And what we are looking into in 2021 is that is going to escalate even further. We'll see more brands entering into that, because it's all competition driven market. So if one or two brands are doing, the others have to react in the same way, because we have only top five players contributing to 90% of the market. So the strategies have to be aligned.
One more question which I have is what is the current market scenario in terms of 4G and 5G sets? Are 5G phones going to be affordable? That is a very important point. And who, according to your report, are going to be the leading players in terms of 5G sets?
Right. So we definitely think that 5G devices are going to be more affordable going forward. So because if you look at last year, very few players entered into 5G. Even if they have the 5G devices, they mostly cater to the premium side of things. The overall, like, the average selling price of a 5G handset in 2020 was closer to like $650 or so. So what we have seen in the later part of 2020 is some of these OEMs have really done well and brought those devices in the mid-tier side of things. Obviously, those were like aided by the supply chain players like Qualcomm and MediaTeks of the world, because they launched their solutions, 5G solutions, mostly on the entry to mid-tier. And that, if you look at, we have seen in the later part of 2020, especially in December, we have seen players like Xiaomi and Realme launching devices in China at as low as like 150 $250, which means if that is happening in China, it might happen in India very soon as well. So I won't be surprised, like, if we can see like 200 $250 devices, 5G devices in India near Diwali in 2021. And the one key difference between a 4G and 5G phone, like you asked, is bills of material, because 5G devices needs more antennas, they need more RF filters. So the cost to make a 5G phone is higher than a 4G phone. That differential is somewhere closer to like $40, which translates into $100 retail uh, price. So which means that differential, we think that will be reduced once the 5G starts with like more economies of scale. Because if you look at, we are going to exit 2020 at almost like 240 million 5G phones globally, and 2021 we are estimating it will hit closer to like 600 million. So once the 600 million phones, means your supply chain is more tuned towards these devices, and the cost will automatically come down, and that will be passed on to the end user. So we really think that by end of 2021, that cost will come down to like maybe $400 on an average, and the lowest, the cheapest 5G phone might hit $120 globally or so. So that's our prediction.
Tarun, thank you so much for talking to the electronics.
No worries. No worries. Thanks for having me here. Yeah.
Viewers, now we move on and try to look exactly, other than mobile phones, what all is happening in the world of 5G network. I'm joined by Prakhar, our correspondent, who's going to tell more about this situation. Prakhar, what all, as you may be observing now, is happening in this domain of 5G?
Yes, Safi. 5G is expected to roll out for the Indian market soon. There's a lot of buzz around the new technology, and users have already flocked in huge numbers just to experience the speed. The new cellular technology promises speed that is faster than 10 to 100 times that of the current standard. That means with 5G, achieving speed of up to 100 to 1 Gbps won't be a big task. Big brands like Samsung, Apple, OnePlus have already integrated the new technology with their devices. The current portfolio already boasts of 5G integrated handsets and users have really loved it. Back to you.
Thanks, Prakhar. So, to understand what people in general, what buyers in general think about 5G, and are they really feeling the need to have a 5G phone? We have talked to several people out there in the street. So, have a view.
Definitely, it will help us because uh, right now we can see that as we have progressed over the years from first generation, second generation, third generation, life has become easy. Now we can search anything we want, and then we have the option of maps, which I think is very useful right now because you have to navigate and you have to go there. So that is really has helped us till now. So I think as we move further with higher speed, higher data availability, it will definitely change our life. Though there are some negative reviews also, like people think that it's going to affect, the radiation is going to affect the human body and then birds, and there is no scientific evidences that support that till now as per my knowledge.
Yeah, it's going to make a huge impact on our society. The speed of the network will be increased gradually, and it can make our life simpler, more gradually. Yeah, that's what I think.
This is all we have in this episode. Thanks for watching.